Let's get it, YouTube. Well, good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's going to be really hot over here in the OAZ. But listen, every day when I come on YouTube, I tell stories about my mom, my upbringing, life, experiences, people I have met throughout my journey. And some of them are actually lessons. Some of them are just stories. Uh, and today I'm going to talk about how I became a state ward. So I don't know if I mentioned in any of my other videos of how severely I was abused as a child by my mom and stepfather. But I was really, severely abused, clothes sticking to my back, being bloody, the kids laughing at me because blood is just seeping out my back and every other part of my body, clothes sticking to me, hurting every time I moved. But of course, as we can see, God helped me get through it. But when I was little, as this was going on, I said to myself, I said, Val, you gotta go. Yeah, you love your brothers and sisters, and you love, you know, you love them, but you gotta go because you're not gonna be able to survive. And the killing part is when I had this conversation with myself. I probably was 6 years old. So by the time that I decided to try to get a plan in place, I was 7. So I just kept racking my brain. I was like, Val, you know your body can't survive this much longer. So what are you going to do? So I kept racking my brain, racking my brain, racking my brain. So I said, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go to the police station and ask a few questions. So here I go. Uh, After school, I decided to go to a police station right there on Woodward and Warren. It wasn't far from my school that I went to, Spain Middle School. So I walked over there. I'm at the counter. I'm at the bottom of the counter. Police officer was at the top of the counter, so he's here, and I'm down there. So he's looking like who's on the other side of the counter, and I was like, it's me, it's me. I just want to ask somebody a few questions. So they brought me back, sat me in a little old chair, and so I asked the question. I said, what do I have to do to get away from my parents? So, of course, they looking at me kind of puzzled because they were like, well, how would a 7-year-old know to come to a police station to ask a question such as this? This is a very serious question. Uh, so they said, well, you have to run away at least 50 times, and then you'll become a ward of the city and then the state. So I proceeded to I ran away all the time. But every time I ran away, I walked 25, 30 miles down Gratiot. The police would pick me up and they would bring me home because I was little. Sometimes I would go into, the Brewster Projects or whatever, try to hang out with my friends. I would run away from home so I could go see the Thanksgiving parade. So I would be over my friend's house. One of my friends just recently passed, and they just brought her body back to Detroit. Rest in peace to my girl Tracy. Uh, and So, they would feed me, they would kind of house me. I only would be gone 2 days, then I'd be walking up Gratiot, and the police would see me because I knew that the police would see me. A black girl in a uh, all white community, you standing out and you just walking. You just walking. So the police would pick me up, take me home. My mom and them would just beat me to a pulp. And that just made my resolve even more because I said, well, I'm going to have to go through this to be able to get out of here. So I accepted it. I actually even brought it on to myself so that I could get away to just save my life. So eventually, uh, I ran away to 50 times. Had to. Had no choice. I had to save my own life. My stepfather, he was probably about 350, 400. My mom was 6'2", 240, all red. I knew I didn't stand a chance because if I said it before, I didn't gain 100 pounds till I was 30 years old. So I knew that my body, even though I was young, I knew my body and my mind had a breaking point. And I wasn't about to let them break either. So now let me say this. Some of the whoopings that I got, I deserved. Everybody that knows me know I got a big mouth, like to talk. You know, I didn't talk back to my mom, no. But, I'm a kid. I'm going to do things. You get punished for it. But my problem was the over punishing. That's another story about some of the punishing. One of the acts that happened to me uh, during these years. So, like I said, eventually I made it to be a state ward, and went from foster home to foster home. One foster home that I went to, I was in there with one of the short people, and he tried to terrorize me. My cousins lived like 3 doors down, but the lady that I was staying with wouldn't let me associate with him, and her son tried to terrorize me, and uh, I had to get out of there too. So life has been something, but life has been great because God gave me the sense enough to say, hey, yeah, you're going through something, but let's get you out of here. Let's get you to a whole new life, a whole new way of thinking. Uh, and that's what I did. So, hey, YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. The moral of the lesson is you don't have to be where you come from. You don't have to look like what you've been through. Help someone else when you see them going through something, because you never know what you have went through. They don't know what you went through. You don't know what they went through. But you can best to believe that people can actually help each other out of these crazy situations. I mentioned my godmama. You remember I said I was ward of the state when I met her. So, see, God puts people in your life to help you on your journey. Your situations that you find yourself in when you're small, those aren't your situations. Those are situations that people put you into. So that's what I always kept in my mind. And they always used to ask me when I was in these facilities, Val, why won't you act right? I said, because my parents should be locked up, not me. I said, even though I had to take the drastic measure of running away all those times, the abuse was documented. So they should have went to jail, not me. Why should have been locked up for something that I never did? But hey, again, God was good to me. He helped me get through that situation. Uh, and fortunate for me, when I became unlocked up, I was able to find my family again. And much love to my family, much love to my friends, much love to my mentors. I've had many. I appreciate what the Lord has brought into my life from every step of the way. Some of it has been rough, and some of these things I will lay out for you guys, some of them I won't. But just know that I love God because He loved me. He carried me when I couldn't carry myself. He put people in my life when I couldn't carry myself to carry me. So I really appreciate him. Hey, and my cousin, he getting better. Paul, hey, going to get better, bruh. Better days coming. All the people that have lost people, my condolences to them, because we're losing people like never before. So that's why I steady tell people, give love to people. Don't bring the vinegar. Bring that honey. Later, YouTube.